Hi, my name is Carson Balzan, and this is my creative critical reflection for my ACE Media Studies AS level magazine opening. Today I will be playing a Roblox obby while I answer my first creative critical reflection question, so please, enjoy. Before I begin my first question, I would like to give some background information regarding the creation of my magazine. For this project, I chose to work alone as it would give me full creative control and would allow me to follow my own vision throughout the entire making of my magazine. As I begun this course, I was tasked with deciding on a topic that I would base my magazine on, and after some great deliberation, I finally decided on a health and wellness hybrid magazine. With that, I decided to title my magazine The Balanced Blueprint. I'm extremely excited to share this, so without further ado, let's dive in to the first question. The question is, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? Throughout my life, I have always been inspired by both health-related magazines and mental health-related magazines. So when I was tasked with creating a magazine, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to use both interests to my advantage. I decided to make the Balanced Blueprint a hybrid of both types of magazines and categorized it as health and wellness. This challenges normal conventions as it allows me to combine two different genres of text into one of my own vision. Another way I was able to challenge conventions was my title page. Both physical and mental health magazines normally have a subject or person on the front cover. I decided to change this and use a sunset image on mine, as you can see on the screen. I decided to do this to make the front cover more eye-catching, as well as emphasize the health and wellness aspect of my magazine. I also did this because it foreshadowed a page in my magazine titled The Art of Relaxation. Some smaller ways I was able to challenge normal conventions was my font choice and my color palette throughout the entire magazine. Although these are aesthetic details, I divided from the normal conventions as it allowed me to embrace and shape my creative touch on the magazine. These fonts and colors I chose each aligned with my original vision, and I feel that they accurately match the theme that I was aiming for throughout the creation. Although I challenged the conventions in many ways, I also feel that I was able to use conventions in many ways as well. I used common page layouts, content elements, and some smaller details that aren't always immediately recognized. For example, I used a barcode, page numbers, subheadings, titles, and the issue date and number. Although these might seem like small inclusions, they greatly emphasize the realism of my magazine, as any normal magazine you might find at the store shares the same conventions. I think my magazine might stick out to any teenager, young adult, or adult who are looking for some quick entertainment or information that you might normally find in a magazine. The goal of my magazine was to tackle the issue of unhealthiness throughout our modern society. This issue can be seen throughout the world, and almost everyone engages in unhealthy habits during their life. My magazine is my attempt at addressing this issue by providing a blueprint, as emphasized in the title, to people who are interested in improving their physical and mental health. With a quick flip to the table of contents, anyone would be able to find an issue they are struggling with in their life, whether it be from unhealthy eating to failing to devote time to relaxation. There truly is a page for everyone. All in all, I'm hoping that my magazine was able to address the issue of unhealthiness, and I'm hoping that it provides a guide to anyone who is looking into living a healthier life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to my first CCR, and I hope that you were able to take a quick glimpse into my mind as I created this special magazine. The 3 other CCR questions will be answered in separate ways, which can all be found on the blog post containing my CCRs. Thank you so much.